You're listening to the UKC Hunting Ops Podcast, celebrating hunting dog heritage, competition, and community. United Kennel Club has been the hunting dog sports home for coonhounds, beagles, retrievers, pointers, cur, feist, and more for over 125 years. Well, hey, welcome everybody to the podcast today. I got a couple of special guests with me today. We're going to talk about beagles, but specifically our topic is going to be the NHBA, the National Hunting Beagle Association, and I'd like to welcome my guest today, Mr. Jeff and Shelly here from Churubusco, Indiana. That's where you live, right? Jeff Davis,
Yeah,
Shelly Davis, Churubusco. It's Churub, C-H-U, right? Churubusco, yeah. Well, hey, welcome to the podcast. I appreciate you guys coming up here to Portage here today, and it's a little bit of a hike for you. What was it, a couple hours?
Hour 45.
Yeah, it's a little drive for you. But you're retired now, so you can do all kinds of things like this,
Whatever.
right? I had to talk Jeff into it a little bit to come up here and do this, but it's not gonna be bad, Jeff. I promise you. We'll make it fun. But hey, we want to talk about NHBA stuff today, the National Hunting Beagle Association. You're a board of directors for that. Shelly, you do a whole lot with the association. I thought there's not two better people close by here that can join us today for this. So I really do appreciate that. But before we do that, I do want to go over of our second Pro Slam that we had, go over the winners. And our latest Pro Slam was in Amity, Pennsylvania, that was hosted by the Full Circle Beagle Club. They had a 16-dog Pro Slam, $3,900 purse. And those four winners were the $500 fourth place winner was Wills Creek Clyde. That's a 2022 model, just a young male out of Fairdale, West Virginia, owned by Philip Spurlock, sired by Logan Elm DK, and his dam is NBT Cookie. Fourth place there was Wills Creek Clyde. So congratulations to Philip Spurlock, owner and handler there. Third place and a $600 winner was Hunting Beagle champion Colton Silver Creek Charlie. That's a female, a 2020 model, owned and handled by Colton Cumberland of Petrolia, Pennsylvania. I saw Colton was the first guy to get a reservation for this, and good for him. He got old Charlie, or young Charlie, I should say. She's a female, got her in third place. She is sired by Hurry Up Ahead Fred, and the dam is not listed, so I don't know who her mother was there. But congratulations to Colton. Second place, runner-up, $800 winner was High Times Maximus. That's a 2022 male, and he's just barely a year old. It's his second Pro Slam this year, and he placed third in the first one and comes back and placed second here, and that's going to be High Times Maximus, Nick Brady of Buckhannon, West Virginia. That dog is just barely a year old as well. The sire of Maximus is High Times Odie, and his dam is High Times Maddie McGee. So congratulations to Nick with Max there, runner-up. And the overall winner got $2,000, a dog that's sired by Hunt 'em Up Bruno, and his mother was Hunt 'em Up Dixie, a dog out of Pennsylvania owned by Tim Profit of Washington, PA. This dog's also just a year old. It was an event for young dogs, I guess, at this Pro Slam, but he won $2,000, and the overall winner, the Boogeyman, they call it, a white dog. So congratulations to all of those winners. They split that purse, a $3,900 purse, and congratulations to all of them. So all right. Well, hey, let's get into some NHBA stuff here. NHBA involvement with the association for each one of you. And how long have you been involved, Jeff,
well,
with
I've
the
probably
NHBA?
been a board member for 7-8 years. Somewhere.
Been a little while now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a great organization to be a part of. And
it's super.
Yeah, and you guys do such a great job. And what about you, Shelly? How long have you been involved with the association?
I would say probably for at least 8 years or so. I've been helping run the merchandise tables.
Yeah.
And I've been their treasurer now for 3 years.
Yeah.
As one of the officers. Of
So
NHBA.
whenever you go to an event, whether it's one of our big five or NHBA days or any one of you, it's Shelly, you're always, if you're always there at the table.
I'm there all day
pushing
long.
those raffles and everything. You just do such a great job with it. And it's a lot of, like anything else, it's a lot of volunteer work. You're not getting paid for it. So
No one gets paid in
No,
NHBA.
yeah.
No, there's no benefits.
Yeah, and I guess you get to go to the events with Jeff, and so that's
Yeah, what more could you ask
Yeah, what
for,
more
really?
could you ask for? Yeah. Yeah, so let's get right with it. I have some things wrote down here I want to ask you guys and we want to talk about today, but let's talk about some of the NHBA's programs that you have. Your biggest one is probably your sectional program that you have for clubs will put on sectionals, and you can go there. Dogs can earn sectional points for the NHBA. So one of you, let's talk about how the sectionals work. It's a points. I assume the dogs get points for winning their cast. Jeff, how do sectionals work?
Well, yeah, they get points. First of all, it has to be, the club has to book a sectional. Has to be a sectional hunt.
It's advertised in the event details and all
Correct.
that. Yeah.
Correct. And then we have singles and doubles.
So just like that, by that you mean just a regular sectional or a super sectional,
Or
right?
a super.
Yeah.
Correct. And the super, you get 2 points for a cast win. And the singles, you get 1 point per cast win, and it all goes per the dog.
Yeah.
Anybody can handle the dog. It's all by the dog.
Yeah. So that's pretty simple. Just a point for a cast win, and if it's a super sectional, 2 points. Just doubles, like a double points event.
Yeah, I'd like to add, I believe that we have it in our notes that it has to be a plus points cast win
Okay. Yeah.
to earn a point for NHBA.
Other than the big five.
Right.
So are all the big five events, the big five major events, are they all automatically sectionals?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty well.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But not super sectionals. They're just a regular sectional.
They each all have their own point system.
Okay.
So you actually can earn more points if you go to the larger hunts.
Okay. So it's different than just a regular club sectional. The big five are.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
We follow basically the same guidelines as UKC. I mean, we're under that umbrella.
Yeah. So you have that's for the hunt, but what about the show? How do you earn points in the show?
Well, I think we just whoever wins the show, that's a point.
Okay. The overall.
Yeah, we don't
winner.
break that down very far.
Okay.
I mean, it's got to win the show to get a point.
So if it's
I'm
a
pretty
section,
certain about that. I don't quote me on that. But
Okay.
I'm not following that part of the.
yeah. So that's the overall winner of the winners. They put them all
Right.
back up together, and the
Sure.
overall winner is going to get the sectional points for the show that day.
Right.
And if it's a super, they get 2.
Does every sectional, club sectional, or what have you, do they all have to have a show with it, or
No.
they're not obligated to have a show?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. You know, they've been around forever, but it's so that's one of the questions I had: the difference between a regular and a super sectional. But you've already answered. One's just a 1 point. The other is a double points event. Is the difference
Right.
between the two? How can clubs have to apply for a sectional and be approved for one, right? How does that work?
Well,
Who do they contact if they're interested?
they can contact either myself or Trevor
Trevor McQueen.
or I think Kristen
Okay.
Bundy.
Kristen Bundy.
And then we put all of them together, and then it'll be posted on the NHBA
Facebook page.
Facebook page.
Yeah, I got you.
And then after that, but they have to go through you to get the hunt confirmed. And once your hunt is confirmed through UKC, then they can title it, and then just get a hold of us, and we'll sell you anything you want.
Yeah. Okay. So how many a club can they have more than one sectional a year? How does that work? How many sectionals do you have for the year? You have X amount in a state. Is that it?
That is correct. There'll be 8 per state. And with that being said, we try to make sure that every club that wants one, we try to divvy them up and disperse them as such. But they get 8 per state. And with that being said, there can only be 2 supers per state.
Okay.
So if, let's say you had the Indiana State hunt and you have to book it, and you want it to be a double, then I'd give you that. It's a super has to be 2 days.
Okay.
It has to be a 2-day event.
So like a Saturday, Sunday.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can have a super.
Whereas a regular sectional doesn't have to be 2 days. That could just be 1 day.
A single day event if they so.
Yeah. So I assume clubs need to put in their reservations for a sectional well in advance of the event dates, obviously. But what is ideal for the association? If my club wants to hold a sectional in 2024, when should I contact you guys, or by when? I should probably already have it done by now, right?
I would say you know now what your dates are. You need to call and get those set. But we do not take any more dates after June 1st. So you have to have all of your dates booked before June 1st.
Okay.
Now you can have the event after June 1st,
Right.
but you need to have that approved by an NHBA board member by then.
Your request has to be in and everything before June or by June 1st for the rest of that year. So it'll run calendar year. It just runs from January 1 through December 31st each year.
That is correct.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's a bunch of them. So throughout the year, there's quite a few sectionals for people to go and attend.
We're probably running between 70 and 75 sectionals.
That's crazy, and they're popular too. And there's, I know a lot of guys that are looking for those sectionals to go to and run for points. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So one of the things you just got done with closed out your 2023 years and or sectional year. And we have our winners here, and you have a great prize package. That's another thing that the NHBA has been so good at. We want to talk later about that. Shelly, I know you do a whole lot about with the prizes and everything. You want to talk about that here in a little bit. But first, what is the prize package just in general for your sectional winners in the hunt? Let's say the hunt.
She's pulling it up on her phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's posted on our NHBA board.
Okay.
Or on our
Facebook page. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here.
It's pretty significant. I know that.
No, I think total value is probably 20,000.
Is it really?
To 20.
Yeah. And you award 8 winners, right? Eight winners, yeah.
Plus 2 show winners.
Yeah. 8 in the hunt, 2 in the show.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I did have it pulled up here.
Well, while you're looking at that, you're looking at that, let's go and cover. I thought we'd cover some of your winners that you had. Recognize your winners that you had, starting with 8th place in the hunt. So 8th place this year was a female out of North Carolina, owned by Jeff and Stacy, Thomasville, North Carolina. Champion, Grand Hunting Beagle Champion 2, Stacy's Mountain Outlaw Reba. She ended up with 8th place. Do you have what she won there for it, Jeff?
No, but I do know this. With Jeff Stacy, you'd be hard-pressed to go back 20 years and not find him somewhere in the top 10.
Has it always been
something?
Has it always been 8 winners, or for a while?
No,
it's changed over the years.
No, we doubled that.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be 4.
Yeah.
And we doubled it.
Yeah.
I believe that we changed to 8 in about, 3-4 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty recent that we went from 4 to 8.
Yeah. So, and once you got your prize package pulled up.
It's not pulling up. I probably don't have internet.
Well, it's pretty big.
So.
I know, that's too bad. I wanted folks to hear what it is that they get.
They get telemetry systems. They get coats that we have embroidered with their dog's name on them. They get blankets that have the dog's pictures on them.
You always see those at NHBA. Yeah, you always see that at NHBA days.
Yes, everybody really likes getting that. There's always trophy, and then there's dog food that is given to each winner. And it's just different amounts. It starts out with like 300 alphas with extra collars and goes down all the way to like a, is it 10? Alpha
the Alpha 10 combo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll be 1 extra collar.
Even 8th place gets a pretty significant package.
Yes.
Yeah. Heck yeah. So you have all that listed on your Facebook page, all those packages.
That is correct.
Hey, folks should go check it out. And it's a lot to run for, and it's why guys run for this prize package. And you see these dogs that are winning, they've done a lot of winning to get that. It's pretty competitive. All the way down to the end.
Extremely competitive.
See, one of the last big events you had was in where Ohio State Championship, maybe. I know Eric Gann had him in here, and he talked about how competitive that was and kind of really shook the standings up there at that event. That's down in November, I think it was, when the state hunt was.
Yeah.
October, November. Yeah.
Right.
So that was 8th place. 7th place this year goes to a dog out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia. Grand Hunting Beagle Champion 2, PR D'Agostino's Misty. That's a female owned by Owen D'Agostine and Jason McMillan. I think Jason hunted this dog most of the year.
That's correct.
Jason's kind of come back out of hiding, so to speak, and been handling Misty at a lot of these events and has been doing a lot of winning with her.
Yeah.
She is a 2020 model sired by the world champion Grand Hall of Fame dog, D'Agostine's Sir Mongo, and her mother was D'Agostine's Time to Say Grace is the mother there. So, yeah, congratulations to Owen D'Agostine, Jason McMillan with Misty, their 7th place in your sectional series. 6th place, we just talked about him, Eric Gann from Vicksburg, Michigan, had Grand Hunting Beagle Champion 2, Swamp Masters, D.T. Barton Sarah. Ended up placing 6th overall, and she is a X-bred dog. We don't have record of the dam of Sarah, but Swamp Masters Trump is her sire there, and he's been doing a lot of winning with this little female. I'm sure you've hunted with him with her quite a bit.
Yeah, she's nothing flashy, but she is very, very, very consistent.
Yeah,
I mean, she don't make very many mistakes.
Yeah, but yeah, Donnie.
Good jump dog.
Is she?
Great jump.
Yeah. They said she looked really good in Ohio. It was pretty impressive there in the final cast, and I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's, these names we're talking about there. A lot of these dogs have placed in other events, major events, and there's some pretty tough hounds here. And so yeah, she ended up 6th place overall. So 5th place, another Michigan dog actually from Homer, Michigan. A 2016 model, Grand Hunting Beagle Champion, Grand Champion, Butler's Tank. Nate and Brock Butler, Homer, Michigan. We all know them two pretty well. Little Brock handled this dog most of the time, did he not?
Yeah.
Butch.
Yeah, we don't call him Brock.
Yeah, call him Butch. Where did that name come from?
Jeff couldn't remember Brock.
Couldn't remember Brock.
Yeah.
So just called him Butch.
Called him Butch, got us stuck, huh? Yeah, Tank, they've done a lot of winning with him. He is off of Shenango Trigger, which is a dog you know a lot about, and one of the top reproducers in UKC. And his dam was Grand Hunting Beagle Champion B&L's Black Cat Fire. So, yeah, congratulations to Nate and Brock with Tank. 5th place overall in the sectional series. 4th place this year was a dog from Grafton, West Virginia. Grand Hunting Beagle Champion 3, Heat 'em Up Gus Gus. This dog is sired by Logan Elm Black Butcher, and his dam is Grand Hunting Beagle Champion Heat 'em Up Hailstorm. That's a dog that was a big name female as a competitor, and also now as a brood female, as she's reproducing some good stuff. I'm sure we're going to hear a whole lot more about
She came out
Storm.
of 2 of the all-time reproducing.
Yeah.
I think that's a Trigger Heat 'em Up Kita.
Kita, yeah. Yep, I think you're right. Yeah, so Gus Gus is a 2020 model there, owned by Josh Ware, Cody Rucker, and Randy Moore. Braden Kidd owned this dog. He won the Nationals champion division at the Nationals this year. Placed in the top 10 in the world, 6th place overall, and 4th place in the sectional series. What a year for Gus Gus.
Yeah, he had a hot year.
He had a really good year. That dog is just muscled up. They hunt him a lot. He's got the old bob tail and everything. He's all business. That's a good hound right there. So congratulations to Ware, Rucker, and Randy Moore and Braden Kidd with Gus Gus. 4th place overall. All right, 3rd place. Here's a dog. Here's a dog that's been is very young, 2020 model, that's been coming on the scene really strong for Kristen Bundy, one of the lady handlers and beaglers that we have doing a lot of winning, and she loves this dog, man. It's Grand Hunting Beagle Champion Deep River Bad Company. Is sired by Grand Hunting Beagle Champion, Grand Champion Stacy's Mountain Outlaw Diesel, and his mother, was one of Kristen Bundy's pride and joys, Grand Hunting Beagle Champion Hall of Fame Deep River Firewater Blue Flame. And I know the Blue Flame was the first Hall of Fame dog. And we talked to Kristen about that on one of the episodes, but that was her. Kristen's had several good dogs, but I think Flame that's her heart dog, so to speak.
Yeah, she really likes that dog. She loves it up quite a bit.
Yeah, and unfortunately Flame passed away here in the last year, but she broke out bad company here. What does she call this dog? She has a name for him. Coop, that's it, Coop. Second in the world this year. Boy, that was exciting for her. But just a good little dog there, and she ended up third overall in the sectional series. Congratulations to Kristen Bundy. Lexington, North Carolina. And that was third place in the sectional series. Second place is a dog, another one out of Grafton, West Virginia. Grand Hunting Beagle Champion 4 Heat 'em Up Superstar, that is sired by Rogan's Buck, who's a dog that you happen to own at one time. And Grand Hunting Beagle Champion Heat 'em Up Hailstorm again is the mother here. He's a 2020 model, or she is a 2020 model, February of 2020, owned by Josh Ware, Jason Vandergrift, and Cody Rucker here. Second at the Nationals in the Grand Division this year, and just a dog that's been doing a lot of winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Buck was actually born on our property.
Oh, yeah.
So he's one of my puppies I raised.
Yeah, so that cross is just huge again there. The Hailstorm and Buck. There's obviously several others there, but Buck has won a lot too. And but yeah, I'm sure you have. That's why didn't you keep him, Jeff?
Well, there's a little history of that. He went to New York
with the Rogans, Ed Rogan, right?
With a 3-pack bundle.
Yeah.
Carl came down and got 3 puppies.
Carl Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I purchased him back, and I had too much to do, and I put him in Josh Ware and Cody Rucker's hands.
Yeah.
They're the ones that fine-tuned that hound and put him over the top.
Yeah.
They liked him.
They did a lot of winning with him.
Yeah, they liked him.
Same with Storm here, bred those two together. Now look what Superstar and some others are doing too.
So I give it all credit to, Ed Rogan up there. I mean, he didn't hurt the dog at all. But when he got into Josh and Cody's hands, they worked him over and got him tuned up. Yeah.
So second here in the sectional series, and second at the Nationals in the Grand Division. Just a fine hound. Did a good job. Congratulations to the owners there. So there you go. And now first place, your overall winner was a dog out of Homer, Michigan again this last year. And man, I don't think since I've been here, seen a dog that has won as many casts. I don't think you're going to find one that has won as many casts as Butler's Lone Ranger. 36 of them this year, I think, that we have recorded. I don't know if that's officially final now or not, but 36 cast wins in the
Butch
year.
Could tell you.
Butch
could tell you exactly what the number is.
So again, owned by Nate Butler, Brock Butler, Homer, Michigan, and that's a Hall of Fame. He also made Hall of Fame this year. Grand Hunting Beagle Champion, Hall of Fame. Grand Champion Butler's Lone Ranger. He is sired by some of Butler's dogs. Butler's Running Rebel was his sire, and his mother was B&L Sugar. So, like I said, 36 cast wins, and he leads the herd, in our standings for the Clash of Champions.
Nice dog. Nice dog. Hunts hard. Yeah,
that's probably his strong suit.
He quit.
Yeah. And he's, 2018 model. So he's got a little age on him, but just seems like one of these, they've just had him in a lot of hunts. And you mentioned it earlier, we were talking about all over. He's hunted all over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he gets him cast wins.
They're not just all in his backyard.
No,
They're anywhere and everywhere.
Not even close.
Yeah.
They went to Missouri twice.
Yeah.
Him and Eric.
Now, I didn't look at his record to see what all states, but probably anywhere where we have UKC hunts, he's probably been this year and probably won. So yeah, congratulations to them. They're the overall winners, and they'll get the biggest prize package of all, and it's pretty significant. So congratulations to Nate and Brock and Lone Ranger.
Alan, we both had Dogtra Pathfinder 2s now for a little while. What do you think about yours?
I'm liking mine. One of the things I had the opportunity to now download a map of an area where I did not have service, and I've used it there, and it has worked flawlessly. I love it.
Yeah, I love the crystal clear maps. I love that I never lose reception on my dog's collars anymore. Highly recommended by me as well.
Dogtra Pathfinder 2, the official GPS collar of UKC. Did you guys find your prize package now? You pulled it up for your sectional series? All right. Yeah, so 8th place. What did 8th place? That was Mountains Outlaw Reba. What'd she win this year?
Well, she got, let's start at the bottom. She got 3 bags of, you Dickens. 3 bags of Purina Pro Plan. Go ahead, Shelly. You got it.
You got it pulled up, Shelly. There you go.
Yep, 8th place, won 3 bags of Purina Pro Plan, a jacket from Purina, and then we print it, or we get the embroidery done. And then they won an Alpha 10 combo with a TT25 collar.
Oh, yeah. And then 7th place, Misty, D'Agostino's Misty. What'd she win?
She also won a Garmin Alpha 10 with a TT25 combo collar and an additional collar, a blanket, a jacket from Purina, and 3 bags of Pro Plan.
6th place was DT Barton, Sarah, Eric Yant.
Okay,
you can just leave his prize package here with me.
Okay, I will. He got an Alpha 200 with the TT25 bundle and 1 additional collar, the blanket, the jacket, and 3 bags of Pro Plan.
There you go. That was 6th. 5th was Butler's Tank, Nate and Brock Butler. 5th place.
Yeah, that's basically 5th and 6th is the same. They got the Alpha 200 with the TT25 bundle, an additional collar, blanket, a jacket from Purina, and 3 bags of Pro Plan.
There you go. Gus was 4th for Josh Ware, Cody Rucker, Randy Moore, Braden Kidd.
Okay, Gus gets a Garmin Alpha 300.
That's the new one.
Yeah, with the TT25 bundle and 1 additional collar, blanket, jacket, and 3 bags of Pro Plan.
I don't know what is that roughly. That's pretty big right there. I don't know what the value is. I have to add it up pretty quickly. That's several $1,000s.
Yeah. I wrote that check. It was a big check to get all the supplies.
About $1,500.
Oh yeah. Kristen Bundy from North Carolina Bad Company was 3rd. What's she getting?
She got the Garmin Alpha 300 with the TT25 bundle, an additional TT25 collar, blanket, jacket, and 4 bags of Pro Plan.
Oh, yeah. Superstar was 2nd runner-up here. What'd she get?
Okay, another Alpha 300 TT25 bundle with an additional TT25 collar, a plaque, blanket, jacket from Purina, and 6 bags of Purina Pro Plan.
There you go. And then the overall winner, Butler's Lone Ranger. He gets the biggest of all, I assume.
Yeah. He gets a Alpha 300 TT25 bundle, 2 additional TT25 collars. So instead of just 1, he gets 2 extra collars, a plaque, a blanket, a jacket from Purina, and 8 bags of Pro Plan.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
No, I can't let this go without saying that dog food and those jackets, those are from Purina. They're our sponsor,
right?
And they do us well.
Yeah.
So they help out on this price package immensely.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Purina purchases the jackets, and then we have Okie Dog Supply. Puts
one of our sponsors.
They're also one of our sponsors. Yes, they put all of the embroidery on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Trevor McQueen always is the contact person to get the exact. Make sure we have the right titles and everything for each dog when it gets written out.
I think they probably get that just right out from us, right from the system or whatever, copy and paste type of thing. Yeah, well, hey, congratulations to all the sectional winners in your hunts this last year. Good job, everybody. And that's a year-long thing, and I know that it's, hey, these guys want to hunt anyways, and they like going to different clubs, different places, and I always like that too. You go and see how your dog stacks up and, outside of home base, so to speak, so, hey, good job to all of them. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah. So, hey, let's move on over to the show winners. You recognize 2 winners. Your runner-up this last year was a dog out of Missouri who really, you mentioned there's several, 8 in a state, I guess they can have. I don't know how many they had in Missouri, But outside of his home state, you know, he has to go to Iowa, which isn't too far. But outside of that, it's a little trip out here east, you know, to hit a lot of sectionals. So, but he ended up, Mike Higbee from Mountain Grove, Missouri, he ended up second place with the world champion, Hunting Beagle champion, grand champion, No Cure's Angel Maker. She is a 2021 model that is sired by No Cure's Carhill U.S. Marshal, and the dam is champion Cadillac Jack Little Cricket. Mike Higbee, Mountain Grove, Missouri. Place we're going for the world hunt this next year.
Pretty little dog.
Nice little dog. Nice little dog.
I've literally competed against her in the field, and she is a rabbit dog.
She's legit.
She's
legit.
not just a,
she's not just a,
yes.
And you know, he had her in the Clash of Champions finals this year in Ohio. She made it there to the Clash of Champions. She's a champion right now and lacks 3 wins of being a Grand Hunting Beagle champion. So there you go. Good looking little female too. So congratulations to Mike on that. What does he win?
He gets one of those fancy blankets.
Oh yeah.
A jacket from Purina and 2 bags of the Pro Plan.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Overall winner this year was Angie Vandergrift from Shinston, West Virginia, the dog she co-owns with the late Audie Burke. National Grand Champion Burke's Little Miss Molly, 2019, born in 2019. Sired by Hunting Beagle champion, grand champion Burke's Stone Creek Magic Mike, and his mother was one of the most famous dogs to ever grace the bench in UKC bench shows. World Show champion 2 times, Hunting Beagle champion, National Grand champion Burke's Treasure of Diamonds, his mother. So there's several nice looking dogs out of that.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Yeah, so
and they do an excellent job with those dogs.
Yeah.
Angie has her dogs ready when she comes to the show, and
yes,
she works those dogs.
Yep.
Yeah,
she sure does, and she's just a good sportsman too. You know, she doesn't win every show; she wins her fair share, and with these dogs, and she did her fair share of winning. And congratulations, she's the winner with Molly this year. What'd she win?
She wins a TT25 mini collar, a plaque, a blanket, a jacket from Purina, and 3 bags of Pro Plan.
There you go. Nice prize package again for the show winners as well. You mentioned most of them probably have a show, though, most of the sectionals that you have.
Oh, I would say 50 to 75%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, there you go.
2/3.
Yeah. So we've talked about the hunt and show winners now, and you have another category, and that's the youth handlers. And the NHBA does so good with promoting the youth in our sport. And anymore, there's a lot of them. I remember probably 15, 20 years ago when we started maybe kind of a push with youth stuff more and more. And even more so, I think we'd probably say we had the biggest push in the last 10 years probably. And what we had there as far as youth or kids, you know, I'm talking kids 17 and under, competing in our events as what we have today, huge. And it has everything to do, I think, with us promoting them. Kids and making them feel welcome and having series for them to run like this and everything. And man, there's nobody who does it any better than the NHBA. So that's kudos to the NHBA for everything you do. Your youth winners this year, you recognize 4 of them, right?
Yes.
Top 4. Yeah, top 4. So Eli Watson from Indiana, they call him what? Sweet Peaches or something?
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
that must be the girls calling him that or something.
I think there's only a few that are allowed to call him that, so I probably wouldn't just walk up to him and say that.
I call him his dog's name, Opie, and it's like, man, his name's Eli.
Yeah, blew past you. He did a lot of winning with that dog.
He loves that dog.
He does, yeah. Yeah.
And that dog loves him.
Yeah, and he was he made it all the way to semifinals of the World Hunt, did he not, this last year? At least he was there, I thought, Sunday morning, maybe late Saturday. He made it pretty deep into the World Hunt. What does Eli win? You got something?
Yep, he wins a Purina cap, mule jacket, mule chaps, 2 bags of Purina Pro Plan, Dan's boots, a blanket, and $100 in cash.
4th place in the youth division there. That's not bad. And same thing, youth. How does the youth earn points? Just same way as just the top youth.
They get participation points.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah. And they do not have to have plus points. If they win a cast, they get a point. It does not have to be with plus points like the dog has to
does
have.
it make a difference if it's a regular sectional or a super sectional? It's not doubled for them there?
It is doubled on the sectionals. If they do the super sectional or at a NHBA state, they will get double points. And then they have, just like with the others, the top hunts, if you get to that final 4 and you place in there, you can get anywhere from 1 to 4.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So congratulations, Eli Watson, Indiana. I never knew what town he lived in. Close to Huntington, I assume. He's down there somewhere. But
Middletown?
Middletown? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so congratulations to Eli there. And then third place was his little sidekick, Achilles Morrison. He's also from that same area. He won third place overall.
Yeah, and he wins a Purina cap, a jacket, chaps, 2 bags of Purina Pro Plan, Dan's boots, a blanket, and $200 cash.
There you go. Congratulations to Achilles. He's done quite a bit of winning, too, with the dogs he's been handling. Good kid, too. Pretty quiet, or at least he is around the grown-ups a lot, but it's always good to see Eli and Achilles there coming to a lot of these events. There's several others. Izzy Note's another one that travels with them a lot, and she's a good little handler. I've drawn her. She's a good little dog person. And
she was one of our top 4 last year.
Yeah. So, congratulations to Achilles. Number 2 this year is a newer kid that's only kind of came on the scene in the last couple of years now. I remember in Pennsylvania at NHBA days, I drew him there. And that's the first time, I think it was NHBA days. I drew him there in my cast, and it's the first time I met him, but I thought he was a great kid. Emmett Whipke.
Yeah, Emmett.
He ended up second place over, and he hunts hard, too. He's at a lot of events, second place.
Yeah, he travels a lot, and he's really gotten out there. And he also wins a Purina cap, jacket, chaps, 2 bags of Pro Plan, boots, blanket, and then he gets $300 cash.
There you go. Congratulations to Emmett. Good job. Runner up. Brock Butler, I don't know how many youth series he's won in the last 4 or 5 years, but a bunch of them. He's done. There's no youth that has won as much as Brock.
He loves it.
He loves it, doesn't he? He's loves all kinds of sports, but he's I can guarantee if somebody wants a dog hunted, he has some of his own. But if you give him a good dog, he will hunt the tar off of it probably. Loves going. I think he loves competing probably more than anything. But yeah, congratulations, Brock Butler, Homer, Michigan. He is your winner again this year.
Yeah, Brock gets the Purina cap, mule jacket, mule chaps, 2 bags of Pro Plan, Dan's boots, blanket, and $400 in cash.
Yeah, so congratulations again to all 4 of these boys.
Yeah,
Brock, Emmett, Achilles, and Eli. Good job, guys. And I mentioned Izzy Note, and there's several others, and there's a lot of younger kids that are coming that are pretty stout too. And they start young here, and some of them are great handlers. They're really learning how to handle dogs, and they're great handlers. And another one I want to mention, I think, is that we need to is Julia Wild from Indiana.
Yeah.
She kind of came on, got a little bit of a later start this year.
Came out a little slow, but wow, she fire it hard.
She was up there in the back door, Eli Watson there at the end there, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was
knocking on the door for sure.
Yeah, she was our runner-up youth for the World Hunt.
Yeah.
And she's fun to hunt with.
Yeah. I drew her out at NHBA days this year, and she was in my cast, and her and I and Jeff Stacy drew out together. You remember that it was there in Huntington, and the weather was cold and windy in March, and cold and windy, just unseasonably.
Pretty gnarly.
Very gnarly. And she's out there hunting her dog, not complaining. Had a nice little dog, actually. But yeah, so she would have ended up 5th, I guess, is what it would have been. But congratulations to everybody there. And I'll bet you'll see Julie getting a little. It's not easy. These kids are.
Oh, you got to have somebody get you there.
Yeah. Yep.
Some of these youth have to have somebody get them there. So thanks for those people that get them there.
That's a good thing to bring up. I think you see some of the desire these kids have, and guys putting decent dogs in their hands to put them out there, and they're doing a great job with them.
Yeah, little Braden, he's been doing a lot of winning and handling too.
Yep, several of them. So congratulations to all of them there. So
that youth package, if I might interject one more time, that youth package is sponsored by Purina.
Oh yeah,
The whole
thing,
the whole youth package.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We can't thank them enough.
yeah.
Right. At all of our bigger events, NHBA will have a youth award for the top youth. So we always have a trophy for them. And we also give them cash. So they usually win $100. And this year we were able to, any club that had a youth hunt, we sent them $100 in either gift cards or cash for them to use as prizes for their youth also.
Yeah.
So we were able to kind of up our game a little bit on the youth this year for that.
Yeah.
And we plan on keeping it that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
No reason to turn around.
Yeah.
Just keep going forward.
So, Shelly, I want to ask you a few things. Talk about some of the raffles, and you're behind a lot of the raffles going on with the NHBA. Like I mentioned earlier in the onset here, you see wherever there's an NHBA sectional or a hunt or one of the big five where there's a NHBA table set up, Shelly Davis is there. You are pushing the raffles. You're all the time pushing the raffles. It's like I mentioned, you're not getting paid for it. It's a volunteer job, and you do a great job at it. But what are some of the items that you raffle?
Okay. Well, a couple years back, we started a sponsorship program. And to be a sponsor, they had to sign a commitment for 3 years. And they give us prizes for us to be able to raffle. So we've raffled things like whelping pads. We've raffled Dogtra systems. Dogtra is one of our sponsors. And then we have gotten gift cards. And those seem to be go over really well. And they're to like Plum Creek and the Kennel supply places, Eisenhut. And so we raffle those off.
Good items. Good,
yes.
Really good items.
Yeah. We have tried to get like a Garmin collar and raffle those from time to time. But our biggest raffles these last couple of years has been a gun.
Okay.
If we can get a gun to raffle, those usually go well for us.
Yeah.
Our Gang 4 goes well too.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
and Gang 4s. Yes, we
Talking
do
about
raffle
packet
those.
charges.
Yeah. In fact, we have raffled at least 2 of those every year for the last 2 years. And they always sell out their deck of cards.
Yeah.
So
He
that's
mentioned
always
deck
good.
of cards. I see you guys doing that a lot, doing your raffles with a deck. 52 cards in a deck.
Well, I throw in the jokers.
Okay. That's it too. But yeah, a lot of times what do you normally do with something like that? $10 a card or something like that, is it?
Typically I go $10 a card. If I do a multi-raffle, which sometimes I'll throw in, say, a Gang 4 and then a $100 gift card.
Oh, yeah.
So there's going to be 2 winners. Then I might have them do 1 for 15 or 2 for 20.
Yeah.
And get a little extra every now and then. Somebody will throw in that, they'll just do 15 instead of 10. So I try to do that. And if we have like 3 on a raffle, we usually try to sell those for 20.
Yeah. Well, I know the hunters support your raffles a lot. And why wouldn't they? They see, all the prize packages you're putting out there for like your sectional series and all this and that.
Yeah.
And they support it. Everything just works or comes full circle. Everything just works well that way. You're getting a lot of support. You're doing a lot of good things and getting support for it.
We do have a raffle that'll be coming out here in a couple of weeks. It'll be an online raffle.
Oh, okay.
Josh Ware is going to put it together. It will be for a Dogtra combo.
Okay.
And with that being said, we're going to sell 30 tickets, $20 a ticket, and the proceeds will go to our scholarship fund.
Okay.
All the proceeds go to our scholarship fund for that raffle.
Yeah. So that's kind of a new and different one that you're doing, an online one for that one. So every year, I say every year, last 4 or 5 years, I remember at the World Championship, you did a huge, like a 10-place raffle, and 10th place is like, I don't know, seems like $1,000 or very big for 10th place. I don't know how much first place is, but what is that? What is that?
That's our $100 raffle ticket. They cost $100 for a ticket.
Okay.
We limit the amount. Last year we sold 75 tickets and only had 5 winners, but they were all at $1,000.
Okay.
Now, this year we have not totally got our price package figured out for that. But there's going to be 10 prizes. We're going to sell 150 tickets. And the top prize in the past for that has been $2,500.
Oh, yeah.
Has been the first prize. So we'll see where it lays this year because, like I said, we haven't got all the specifics yet on that one.
Yeah.
But that's a really big help to us to be able to provide our prize package for everybody. And another thing that we do that, at all of the big hunts, we give the overall winner a trophy also. And, we like to...
Just like you do you're talking about like our world championship and the nationals and all that.
Yep. And the show winner...
They'd have to be a member, I assume.
They have to be a member, but then the show winner also receives, a trophy and then our youth. So we have a large trophy selection and plaques that we give away at NHBA days, but we also honor people at all of the big hunts.
Yeah.
Nationals, eliminators.
Yeah, that's pretty big when you hear that at the World Championship. It got my attention. First time I remember it was in Mountain Grove, Missouri, so that had to be 5 years ago. Remember, because my nephew was one of the winners there, and I'm like, holy cow! Yeah, I'll take that back too.
So how did you get that 5-foot trophy in the truck? They're a pain, aren't they?
Yeah.
They don't travel well.
Yeah, I know. But hey, let's move on here. NHBA Hall of Fame is something that they've had for a long time, but recently you have changed the rules and their criteria for Hall of Fame. Jeff, for one of you, can you explain how that works? It's performance-based now, is it not?
Yeah, it's all credit-based. And you can go in 3 different directions on this new format. You can go in as a Hall of Fame competition, and the hound has to receive 45 points. Now, this is available on the...
Probably too much to
most definitely. I'm just going to highlight it.
Yeah.
And then it'll be... There's different ways to get these points. I'll tell you what, I put in for the Hall of Fame reproducer with the River Bottom Rose dog. And these points, of course, her points are cut in half because all her offspring achieves is cut in half. Their points are cut in half.
Okay.
Telling you, those guys did an excellent job putting this together because this is not easy.
Yeah.
And you better keep track of your stuff because this is tough. But that's what we wanted. We didn't want it to be a political circus. We wanted a merit-based program. And the people that were on this committee that put this together did a lot of hard work, and they did an excellent job. And the third way it goes, you can go in as a Hall of Fame / combination hound. And that's 65 points. And that's a little tougher for...
combination as in hunt and show both, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hunt and reproducer.
Okay.
It has a reproducer totaling 65 points. So this is very complicated unless you're reading it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to read it to you like that. So
well, they can go onto your NHBA or Facebook page and
it's all
see
right
all the
there.
Everything's right there.
Yes. But this is tough.
Yeah.
And and I'm telling you guys, be researching now. Don't just try to remember. Be researching now what your dog did. Start adding up your points. Keep it on a piece of paper or something. Because if you want your dog to get there, this has to be sent in and
so
it'll be overviewed.
So I'd still have to compile my own resume for my dog or whatever.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or somebody has to. It's not just done automatically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We've got dogs that are 1 point out. We got dogs that are 3 points out. And they're thinking, how in the dickens am I going to get that last point?
Yeah.
How in the dickens am I going to get? It's tough.
Yeah.
And there's some of them that are.
Yeah.
They are just that good.
Well, it's very...
Well, let's just take Ranger, for instance. Ranger.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Put him down. Put him on ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's interesting, and I encourage folks to go check it out. Go to your Facebook page. You don't have a website right now, do you?
We do not have a
Facebook,
website.
and that's very active. I go on it sometimes, but all this stuff is on there, and go read the rules for this Hall of Fame. It's pretty interesting.
Please do, yeah.
So there you go. Let's talk about membership dues. What are membership dues?
Well, every year you need to pay a $25 membership fee.
Okay.
To continue your membership. It has to be paid before you go out into the field for your first NHBA hunt.
Yeah.
If you do not pay before you go out in the field, those points don't count for that hunt.
Yeah, there you go. So you have to be a member in order to get sectional points or anything like that.
Yes,
most definitely.
And then if you want to be a gold member, it's a one-time fee of $50 rather than $25. And being a gold member gives you the right to vote on like our Hall of Fame active member, and before it used to be breeders and things like that. Right now, it's just the active member that you would vote on. And new policies, like this Hall of Fame policy went out last year to all of our gold members, and they voted on that, whether or not it should be approved.
Oh, yeah.
So you get extra privileges when it comes to that, to be a gold member. But other than that, as long as a family person living in the same household as a member, then you qualify as a member. And then, so not everybody has to, but if you both want to be gold members, then you both have to be a member.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Or if that dog is just 2 points off,
yes,
you can get those 2 points by being an NHBA gold member in good standing for 3 consecutive years, and that'll get your hound 2 more points.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're just 2 points out, bring it on.
Yeah.
Just be a member, gold member.
There
It'll cost you $50.
Yeah.
No problem.
There's a lot of different angles there.
Right.
And it's not you can't just pay your way in, obviously, but that's a little bit of it. You get there's some credit there for being a member.
Right.
And a gold member at that.
Right. And we wanted the charter members and the gold members to, have a little bit of a extra, because they do take the time to actually put forth a little more for the NHBA.
Yeah. So you can sign up. Can you get a membership through your Facebook page? Is there a link there to sign up or something?
No, but if you message me, I can send you the link to our PayPal, and you can sign up through me that way.
You can get all that info on the Facebook page.
But all of your hunts, when you go to an NHBA hunt, there should be someone there, even if it's just the local person running the hunt. Yeah. They should be able to sign you up for a member. We need your name and address, and then you pay your $25. And they send me that information, and we get you on the list.
I'll get you on the way out.
All right, so there you go. Easy to sign up as a member. Like Jeff said, he'll get me on the way out. And I do need to sign up I do want to come to NHBA days, but I probably won't be competing in your sectional series this year, I don't think. I need the dog power, Jeff. I know.
I think you got the dog power. You don't have the time.
Hey, speaking of dog power, I wanted to bring this up. You won the Nationals here with Shine. What was that, 2 years ago? Yeah, national champion there. So you also have a national championship in the barn.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's a good dog.
Yeah, there you go.
Stop it.
Everybody knows Shine's my favorite.
Yeah. Hey, one other thing I wanted to talk about here is NHBA Days. One of my favorite events. There's 2 events that I can go and have a lot of fun and not really sit at a table all day, and that's NHBA Days and the McVeigh Hunt. I always like those for a couple of reasons. They're good events, but I also get to hunt a little bit, and I love that. I don't get to do that much, but NHBA Days 2024 is going to be March 15th and 16th. That's a Friday and a Saturday. Obviously, it runs over into Sunday and probably starts off on Thursday already, but where's it going to be this year?
It'll be the exact same place as it was last year's World, Waynesburg, PA.
Yep, there you go.
And we're going to be at the fairgrounds.
At Greene County Fairgrounds, same place.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of hotels right there. Everything is right there. That's a great place.
It's your favorite spot in the whole wide world, I think it is.
Kind of is. Yeah. It's hilly there and everything. At the World Hunt, I got to go up in a little airplane and kind of look at some of that terrain from a little different angle there. It was like riding a wheelbarrow, I tell everybody, But hey, that's just a great place. So that's where you're going, March 15th, middle of March 15th, 16th. So when does it start? You have events on Thursday already or no? Just Friday, Saturday?
The events start on Friday. We used to have a runoff, but that was voted a couple years back that instead of the runoff on Thursday, we just start on Friday. But we do have a drawing for the top, I think it's 4. Actually, I'm going to take that back. If you have got points earned, then you qualify for this drawing. So your name goes into a drawing, and we will pull out 4 dogs, and those owners will receive either gift cards or cash, totaling up to $1,500, which was always our prize package when we had a runoff.
Okay, so you say points earned as in what?
Series points.
Oh, series points. Okay.
You only had to have 1 point to get thrown in the hat.
Okay, I got you.
As long as you participated.
So that's going to happen. That happens at NHBA days. Okay, so what is the format? What's the format look like for this year's hunt?
Well, now, once again, this was just posted yesterday.
Okay.
So they can go to the NHBA Facebook page and get this verbatim on what's going on. But I'll touch a few highlights. Yeah. Okay, like there's a Friday event will be run just exactly. The Saturday event will be run just like the Friday event. Okay, so the top 4 dogs on Friday, you can hunt a guy can hunt 1 dog the whole time.
Okay, same dog. Yeah, there's not. Okay,
you can hammer him if you want to.
Yeah, or you can hunt different dogs.
Or you can hunt anything.
Okay, so you have 2 hunts on Friday: a morning hunt and an evening hunt, or afternoon hunt. Is that it?
Yep. Okay. A morning and an afternoon.
90 minutes, 60 minutes. What are they?
Buddy, I'm thinking that's going to be 60 minutes.
Okay.
Last year it was, but
not sure.
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
To be determined.
Okay.
Okay, so cast wins rule.
Okay.
I mean, so if you hunted him twice, you had 2 cast wins. Like if you had 2 cast wins, you're almost a lock for Sunday. However,
Sunday you have a championship, I assume.
Yeah, there'll be a top 16.
Okay.
However,
so that's what you're saying, the top 4 get in or something? Okay.
Yeah, the top 4 will be a lock. However, if there's like 6 people that have 2 cast wins, it'll go back to high score.
Okay.
And all these will be determined also. If there's a tiebreaker, they will be determined by UKC's tie-breaking rules.
Yeah.
You familiar with those?
I've seen them a time or 2.
Okay. Saturday's going to run the exact same way. Okay. Exact same. Go ahead.
When you say the top 4, so you have 2 hunts on Friday, or did you mean the top 4, 2 hunts Friday and 2 Saturday, or the top 4 just the?
You're locking down 4 dogs on Friday.
So it's going to start with double cast winners first to make up those 4. Yep. And then if there's not 4 double cast winners, you'll go by high score.
That is correct.
Very simple. Okay. And then Saturday, the same thing.
Correct.
Now you have 8 dogs in the top 16, right?
So now you have 8 dogs in the top 16. We'll pick up the remainder of the 8.
Okay.
On cast wins and high points.
Most cast wins throughout the whole weekend, Friday and Saturday combined.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And then, so that'll be a 16 dog first round on Sunday. And then we'll go to the remaining 8 will be determined by the following. Most cast wins between Friday and Saturday.
Okay. If there's 4 opportunities there.
Yeah.
Yep.
If there's a tie, the most cast wins combined scores of cast wins.
All right.
And that's important too. The combined scores of cast wins. And then if there's still a tie, we'll just revert to your program, UKC tiebreakers.
Yeah.
Until the 8th dog has been determined. And then
easy enough.
And we'll
sounds interesting.
We'll get her down to 4 after that.
Those championships like that are kind of fun. I think it's kind of different than what we used to have, back in the older days. We had a lot more full elimination events. The World Championships is still one of those, but some of these events like this set up, I think, like anything new, it was, I had some people raising questions, but I'm telling you, they work.
Everything new needs to be tweaked.
Yeah.
And you know, don't get goofy with it. Just tweak it.
Yep.
And once you tweak it, roll.
Yep.
And be happy.
Yeah. So, hey, a good date, middle of March in Pennsylvania. This last year in Huntington, Indiana, it was just weird to have weather like we did. You know, 17 degrees and blowing and snowing and blowing 17 degrees. That happens 3 times in the all winter in Indiana. You know, it just happened that week. But hey, look forward to it and everything. But hey, I don't want to take up any more of your time here, but I really appreciate both of you coming in. Commend you all. And Shelly, you do so much for the association. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't see that and doesn't appreciate everything you do for them.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. So, and that's why I wanted to have you here too and get you to add to it a little bit. And I really appreciate you coming here. But I look forward again to it, and hopefully there's some information here that people can take from this, and congratulations to all your sectional winners and all that. But any closing thoughts from either one of you before we go here?
No, other than if anybody out there has any ideas to better the program, please get a hold of a board member and share it with us. We're open to ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, share it with somebody. We'll get it. We'll talk about it. We'll vote on it. That's how we do.
Yep.
So bring it on. Yep. Good ideas, bad ideas, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say that, you know, kind of being in the background of some of the things that the board does, this is a very hardworking board, and to become a board member or be voted in as a board member, you don't just show up at a hunt. I mean, we expect you to do a lot behind the scenes. Everybody's on committees, and they all have their jobs that they have to do. And without all of that, we would not be able to do what we do.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, well, it's a major team effort.
Yep, it is. The NHBA has been around for a good while now. I remember Ed Chafin back in the day in Holmesville, Ohio, walking around the club grounds trying to solicit memberships and things like that. And to see what it's now become is pretty amazing. And, you know, we went out to lunch here before we started this podcast, talked a little about some of the things with NHBA. And over the years, you know, just like any organization, it's seen its ups and downs a little bit, some struggles and this and that. But it seems like the association right now is about as strong as it ever has been. There's a lot of great people behind it, making it work and doing a lot of voluntary work without complaining. And I just want to commend all of you guys in the association, not just you two, but everybody involved. And so, yeah, it's a great organization. We're proud to be affiliated with it. They're our chartered breed association for our Hunting Beagle program. So with that said, we're going to close out this episode here, but thanks again for being here. Sure do appreciate it. And hope you guys all enjoyed this episode.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the UKC Hunting Ops Podcast. Be sure to give us a follow wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss out on new episodes.